And in the first, a little open. James against Davis. 6 to shoot. James finds Wembanyama. Outside Curry. Oh, good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
So it's the Spurs now. Now here's LeBron. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Right now they're humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
The greatest shooter ever. Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
The pleasure of playing with Steph. The first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
And here's Leonard. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Now, here's Curry in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Curry against Leonard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It's the Nets now after the basket by San Antonio. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Davis. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. And here's Leonard from 3. They get it back.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. And Davis pulls it down.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Leonard with a screen on Curry. Leonard looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
That free throw, no good. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
He hits the second from the line. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Such a wide open look. Leonard's got 7 points.
You set him up more often than not, and Leonard will knock him down.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Antetokounmpo is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's James in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Wembanyama with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Giannis. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't.
Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
At this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Pass to Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Davis missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Curry finds James. Wembanyama, a screen on Leonard. James with it. Picked up by Claxton. Here's Curry with the 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Arguably one of the best bigs of his generation, Anthony Davis. I know you admire his game.
Well, he takes over the game on both ends of the floor. You would look at a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, a guy that can beat you with 5 blocks, or a guy that can dominate the post and score 25 a night.
Leonard against Giannis. From deep LeBron. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a 3-point basket.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's used. And I often feel the same.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Here's Sohan. James left side. Again, the Spurs good for two.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Curry. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
James a screen on Leonard. LeBron left side. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Great showing for him last season. Second in free throw percentage. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, second in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused. Completely automatic. Pass to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the triple. And it's now only a 1-point Spurs lead.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report.
I think everybody knows how good LeBron James is, but the thing that makes it remarkable is the longevity of his talent, and he is still leading the way for his team.
And he's good on the second. And, Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Leonard inside. Antetokounmpo's there. And Leonard gets it to go.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Pass to LeBron. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Davis.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. The first one falls.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
And both free throws, good for James.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Leonard. Davis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on that one.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Well, right now for the Spurs, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And fellas, going back to that first half action, LeBron James was in complete control.
He took a lot of good shots.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Cam Johnson, and there's Davis, and it's Claxton in at the 4-man position.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
On the wing, Giannis. He's covered by Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And they double up LeBron. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside, Davis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
As a defender, it's so tough to body up Davis. He'll find a way to get the bucket and the foul. That's what AD does.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Claxton. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. On deep, James. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard with the ball. Shoots over Curry. Here's Davis. Can't connect from short range. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Pass to James. Shot clock at 6. Back to Giannis. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Giannis has got his first bucket of the night.
With defenders having to worry about the drive, the pass, Antetokounmpo can usually find space from the mid-range.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Who's that?
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Curry passes to LeBron. Wembanyama sets a screen for LeBron. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander against LeBron. Outside Leonard. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
1:27 left in the third quarter. James left side. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Curry can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The three from Davis. Oh, Davis showing his range.
Now remember, AD only made 3 3-point shots in his first 3 seasons. Try and say that fast. So he's added that dimension to his game.
That's to Curry. Back to LeBron. A rebound by the Nets.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Leonard kicks to Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And now a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
For a big man, Davis can really finesse it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Curry passes to Giannis. Back to Curry. Will it go? A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Curry's got 8 points.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Nets leading by just 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Stephen Curry's out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Brooklyn trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Leonard with a screen on James. Pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target on the 15-footer.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Johnson against Curry. Ooh, Kawhi gets it to go.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Antetokounmpo passes to James. Curry wide open. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Leonard draws the double. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. To the middle. Here's Davis. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Curry with the three. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Nets trail by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard with the screen on LeBron. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Leonard draws the double. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Spurs leading by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Outside for Curry. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Brooklyn. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Claxton. On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Sohan. Davis setting the pick for Leonard. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Antetokounmpo passes to Sohan. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Curry from 3.
I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, listened in with what Jordi Fernandez was telling the team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And so he makes both from the line.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis taking flight.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Claxton. Davis setting the pick for Leonard. Down low. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Davis wants the ball in these big moments, and his ability to deliver is what makes him a special player.
Giannis slashing. Rebound by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D right on him. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Sullivan. Shooting two.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
Buries it from outside.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Giannis. Wembanyama, a screen on Leonard. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it. Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along
You